I'm Fumichika. Please call me Fumi. I'm a customer support of OpenLM. Today, I would like to talk about software usage optimization. First, structure and deployment. OpenLM basic component. Main component is called OpenLM Server, which has got the browser user interface with user-friendly report for analysis. We also have got another component called OpenLM Broker, which is installed on the license server machine to monitor license manager's license output and log. In fact, it's a network floating license usage, like users check in and check out. Those data will be sent to OpenM server for report analysis. We also have got another component called OpenLM agent, which can monitor the process of registered application in Easy Admin, and then it can tell like application is idle time or active time. So standalone or network floating license doesn't matter. It can only just monitor the process of application. And then we also have got the function called license harvesting. If you set the threshold of idle time duration in Easy Admin, it will automatically retrieve the idle time application license back to the pool and then shut down the application. So this is the basic OpenM deployment and system. I would like to bring up software sample. About network floating license, sample is CATIA. One license approximately 5,000 to 10,000 US dollars. I could be wrong, but I'm not familiar with the pricing of application. But in fact, it's very expensive. So if you share licenses with many people, it will be efficient and cost saving. And then you can expand license to user rate. So a standard for network floating license is like one license shared by 3 users. So by utilizing OpenLM software, you can expand it to 1 to 5. We don't guarantee, but we have got the possibility to stretch the limit of license. And then standalone, I would like to bring up Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. One license approximately 200 to 500 US dollars, maybe. But if your organization is large and having a large number of people, users, could be large cost cut even if you track and then stop the unused license. So this is a sample of software. Next is main topic for today, software optimization cycle. So first of all, you have to understand your organization's deployment for license servers. You have to grasp the number of license servers and locations. So your company could be a global company which has got different license servers in different region, countries, but also could be the domestic company, but also which has got the different department which is using different license servers. So you have to understand your system deployment chart first, and then you can deploy OpenM software to get the license usage report analysis. So first stage is the license. So optimize the number of licenses by OpenLM report analysis, and then you can review the contract. And the next stage is user level. So you can optimize the user usage habit by report analysis and OpenLM functions. And then you can review the contract. And then finally, you can review the license server's deployment location. You might think about the merging license servers and then expand the sharing of license. So maybe, for example, one company which has got a lot of department in different region in the same country, but you might be using the same application's license server in different department. Could be a duplicate. So if you merge it, you might be able to expand sharing. So maybe you can repeat this kind of whole process maybe several times. Then you can optimize your software usage, I think. So I would like to dive into license stage in details. We have got four nice user-friendly reports for better analysis. So license usage report, you can check if the number of licenses are excessive, and the heat map, working hours, and the global license. So maybe one country is daytime, in another country is nighttime. So you can expand your sharing. Global license is expensive, but region license could be cheaper. So you have to think about your organization license server deployment location with the cost performance as well. And then license not in use report. Check if there are unused or forgotten licenses. So maybe an employee or user left for the project or company. So you can check that. And then license utilization report. Check the optimum number of licenses. So OpenLM can tell you which is the best number of license against the total number of license. So you can reduce the cost of license. And then denial report. On the contrary, you have to check the shortage of license. Sometimes you have to increase the number of license. So I will explain it in demo. So please wait. I would like to explain of license usage report. The total number of licenses is 146, and then the transition of license usage is 130. So could be a good state having a good room for the total number of license. But then if the license usage transition were 100, you could think about reducing the number of license. And then heat map, you can see which time you are utilizing the license close to the limit, and then which time you are not free, you are not much utilizing the license. So maybe global license, daytime and nighttime in different countries, you can expand the sharing. And then if you see a red mark, it means like you have to increase the number of license. And then if you see a green or yellow, orange or something like in the whole time, you can think about reducing the number of license. Next is denial report. So so if you reach the limit of license, a user will get a license denial, checkout denial, request denial. So depending on the number of denial, you have to think about increasing the number of license. But you can see like hour in a day, like during this time. So the number of denial is forecast. So uh, you can also think about the company policy to spread the application using time depending on department or something. But you also have to think of increasing the number of license. Next is license not in use. So during this time, these features are not in use. For the next contract renewal, you can think about reducing the number of license. Next is license utilization report. So this shows like a quality of service 95%. So it means like a 95% of a possibility you can check out the license. So in that quality of service, even though the total number is like 146, depending on the history of license usage pattern, OpenLM think like optimum number of licenses 120 is enough for quality of service 95% of possibility of checkout. So you can reduce the number of license like a 20 or something here. Next, I would like to dive into user stage in details. So, talking about license activity report, you can check whether the application is used or not. So, could be good for checking for a standalone application like Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator, something like that. And then check if license usage session is too long. It's strange, like if your user is using the application for 1 week or something, and then check if idle time of application is too long, also. And then license automated reclamation. So depending on idle time, you can pull back idle license to the pool for other users. So you can stretch 1 to 3 ratio to 1 to 5, something like that. And then alert functions. So you can check the duplicate use of licenses. The same user check out duplicate license from different workstation. And then check the long session of license usage. So license usage session is too long. So you can set the alert for it. And then FlexLM option file, you can control users checkout by option file. So I will explain it in the demo, so please wait. First, I would like to talk about license activity report. License activity report is just like a log, like talking about license manager, like users checkout and check-in, that the start time and end time will be recorded for each session. And then standalone as well, standalone application as well. If the user started to use the application, it will be recorded like a start time and end time. And then if you have got the list of users granted for that application, you can distinguish which user is using application or not. So talking about the abnormality, like one user is using the application for 1 week, it's obviously something wrong. So you can ask the user to correct their bad habit, shut down application, yeah, something like that. And then also you can check the idle time period. If the idle time period is too long, it means like a user runs the application and not using. So you can ask them to correct their bad habit as well. Next, license automated reclamation. Process feature, it means like a network floating license, a license harvesting function. You can automatically retrieve the license back to the pool depending on the idle time threshold you set in here. So for example, AutoCAD, like you can set the here license release method. I don't explain it in details, but you can set the idle time period like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour. After that, it will automatically release the license back to the pool. Also, you can set the not license retrieval, but for standalone, you can also close the application, shut down the application depending on the idle time. Like you can set the 30 minutes or 60 minutes here. Yeah, like this. Next, alert function. You can set the alert, like you can set the SMTP server here to automatically send the alert to your email. And then you've got the feature, no, duplicate license usage. So you can choose like the same user from different workstation checking out duplicate license. Please send me an alert. So you can do something like that. And then also you've got the usage session duration, so you can detect the abnormal long session as well. So you can get the alert. Also, OpenLM has got the option file management. It's an option file editor for FlexLM. So, for example, this is an Autodesk, but it has got the parameter like this. And then also you have got the include and excluded statement here. So you can also reserve some license for user groups like a department. You can reserve, or you can set the max number of license they can use. Yeah, and then also you can do the host name and the IP address as well. So you can control the checkout of license for users and groups or department. So this could be, convenient to control the license checkout. Thank you for your listening today. I really appreciate your joining today. So if you have got any inquiries, please contact us at support@open.com. Thank you very much. Bye now.